You are listening to the Not Another Sports podcast. Here are your hosts, David and Jason.
One of the
Major
greatest
cult,
sports movies of all time. Let's just call it what it is.
Cult classic.
Definitely one of the greatest sports films ever made. Probably the greatest hockey film ever made. And one of the most quotable movies of all time.
Quotable for sure.
A lot of those we can't quote on this podcast.
Yeah, that's the truth. Oh, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
I know for sure there's at least 3 or 4 rolling around in your head right now you'd love to say.
There's more than 3 or 4. Absolutely, there is. Absolutely. But I do love when the Hansons just get into the locker room and they're putting the foil on the knuckles, and so you want some foil, coach? Just imagine how that would be in today's NHL. So somebody sitting in the locker room putting foil on their knuckles.
Oh, it's great movie. I love the fact that it was based on the director's brother's time playing in Johnstown. Like, the fact that real life inspired this great comedy film is awesome to me, and the fact that this film's become timeless is even better. There are a lot of really great things in that movie I love. Like, I love the Petersboro commentator yelling, "The fans are standing up to them. The cops are standing up to them."
The fight happening even before the game even starts.
The referee yelling at the Hansons during the national anthem.
Oh, that movie. I mean, it's one of those movies to where if it's on, you have to watch it.
Oh, outstandingly, yes, you got to watch it.
It's one of those movies you have to watch. It doesn't matter if you watched it 100 times. If it's on, you have to watch it. It's, like we said earlier, countless quotes we can't say, but they are rolling around in our heads.
You can't put a bounty on a man's head.
Oh, that movie's just.
It is a classic. I mean, and the thing, it's known as a comedy and it's known for the Hansons, but I mean, the hockey scenes in it are really good. Let's not act like this doesn't capture hockey from that time period, because it does.
Ogie Oglethorpe.
Oh, that boy had a rough season. What with being sent back to Canada and Canada not accepting him. That's tough for a guy.
Oh yeah. That will definitely kill morale. Oh, that movie. It's just one of those things to where you can't just not watch it, because you have to. But one of the funniest part is that one of the guys in the movie that played the Hansons, his last name is actually Hanson. I mean, David Hanson played Jack Hanson in the movie, and just having that last name, and now he's associated with that for the rest of his life. Even his kids are now associated with that for his whole life.
Here's something that I just thought about, and I've never thought about when we talk about this movie or if I've ever watched this movie, is for how many people at that time frame was that their first introduction to hockey?
Yeah, and how many people actually thought that's how hockey was played, too?
I'm sure quite a bit.
How many times people probably thought that these guys are just barbarians on skates?
So let me ask you this. Who's your favorite character?
Oh, that's a tough one.
If you had to buy a jersey of one character in that movie, whose jersey would you own?
Does it have to be for the Chiefs or anybody?
Anyone.
Oglethorpe. Just because of the name, just because of just just how funny that is. That, or maybe a Hanson jersey. Doesn't matter which one, just a Hanson jersey. Doesn't matter what number, either 3, doesn't matter. Chiefs jersey, I'll take it.
I think I'd get an Upton jersey. Johnny Upton cracks me up probably the most out of everyone in that film.
Oh yeah, what's funny is though, it's one of those movies where people are shocked that Paul Newman even took the role. Because
But you couldn't think of anyone better to play Reg, though.
No, you couldn't. He fit that perfectly. That's the thing. He fit that movie perfectly, despite the other movies he has done.
And he looks believable in the role.
Oh yeah, and just the way he presents the movie, in the movie, it fits. The attitude, the way he's towards the players. You just
scheming to find out who really owns the team.
Right? But yeah, it's just one of those movies to where you cannot not watch it.
Dave's a killer. Dave's a mess.
Yeah. Oh, that was one of the greatest. That was one of the greatest things. Dave's a killer. He's a killer. He's a mess. And then they had to bring in Slapshot 2.
The dreaded sequel.
Yeah. I mean, I watched it and thinking, okay, let's see what this rolls with. But I think I watched it maybe once or twice, and that was it. I didn't even watch the third one.
No, I know me and you've watched the second one a few times.
Yeah, but the third one I didn't even watch.
No, I didn't either.
I couldn't do it. I could not do it. I mean, the only thing the second one had in remote to the first one was the Hanson brothers. That's it.
For what it was, never saying it was good, but for what it was funny.
Oh, it was hilarious. It was beyond funny. It was hilarious. I mean, it was just, like I said, it's one of those movies to where if it's on, you have to watch it. Just like Caddyshack. Caddyshack falls into that same category.
Yeah, Major League, Bull Durham.
If it's on, you have to watch it.